Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Akuban Nights. Where last we left, Maya was talking to a cleric of Varasi who was trying to explain to her how the clerics of Martha are just so caught up with all the pro-life stuff that they don't realize the troubles they're causing. And the story goes a little bit like this. You see, there was once upon a time a sick lion, a sick dragon, a sick eel, and a sick goat.
Did you say eagle or eel?
Eel. You know,
Okay,
slimy little suckers in the
Yes,
water.
yes, I
Snappy,
didn't-
snappy. Second set of mouths.
Yeah,
You
yes,
know.
yes.
Yes, dangerous
Something,
creatures.
yes. Delicious.
Anyway, there was one cleric of Martha who really thought he was the shit. And these poor creatures were in his care because he was a cleric at the circus. And he found out that they were all fatally diseased. And the only way he could save them was to merge them into one creature, thus creating the Chimera, which has bred rapidly and spread around the world, causing no end of trouble and murder and mayhem, all in the name of preserving life. Countless hundreds, maybe countless thousands have died. Chimeras are a bane on the world, all created by clerics of Martha, those hosers.
Are you sure that's correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm a
that's fine.
cleric. Would I lie to you?
No, of course not. No. Yes. So, I just wanted to, find out a little bit more about Varasi, really.
Oh, lovely.
I feel that I have something. Like I said, I kill a lot of people, so I feel that perhaps I've
Is it weighing on your soul?
not really no.
Oh, lovely. Okay. So, are you here to tell me the nature of your problem, darling?
Well, I don't know really. I just feel drawn to Varasi, I guess.
Yes, many of us find her alluring one way or another.
I just feel like I don't know.
But your camera is freaking me out.
Jacob's ladder.
Well, let's see here. Perhaps I could give you a lesson in the ideology of Varasi and what she desires from others and what she desires in her servants.
Certainly, yes. That might be nice. Thank you.
If you're still here in 1 week, we're leaving without you just there.
Well, you see,
I've decided to become a cleric of Varasi. Kill them all.
You see, a lot of people, ignorant fucks that they are, think that Varasi is just a murdering wench. It's not true. She's the force of death and destruction, a naturally occurring force. She's the one that comes to guide you to the end of your life. They say when you die, you see Varasi standing before you. And if you've led a good life, she extends a hand and will carefully and gently, lovingly even lead you into your next life or to the next section of reality. But if you've been a naughty child, then she comes with fire and brimstone and burns you dangerously on your way. Then she takes you to Falumbra, where your soul is ripped into 1,000 pieces and recycled for future use. You're very lucky. Maybe many clumps of your soul will be reused in the same person. That's why people sometimes feel like they've had past lives, because we all sort of do. And you know, death gives meaning and substance to life. If we couldn't die, what would be the point of living? There would be no end. There would be no urgency. We would just be rocks. Death is what gives life meaning. You know,
Life would be a lot less sweet if there wasn't the sting of death to give it spice.
Exactly, sweetheart. And, death and destruction pave the way for newer, better, greater things? In order to create, you must first destroy. How can one make a sword without destroying a rock? How can you make clothes without destroying plants? How can you make wine without destroying lives?
Wait, what?
What?
Wine? Lives? Anyway, so what exactly does Varasi count as, bad?
Oh, good and bad are subjective. What do you mean, bad?
What sort of actions does Varasi frown on, shall we say?
Oh,
I mean, you're a cleric, you should know these things, right?
It's a little complicated. How much time do you have, dearie?
Oh, a few days.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Well, you see, all things must die, but they must die at the right time and place. It's not just about indiscriminate killing. That's more of the realm of Malchus, god of chaos and mischief and nonsense. Sometimes a creature or a person needs to die. And sometimes they ought to live so they can help others die later, It's heavily context dependent and driven. One must...
Indeed. So, for instance, if a nobleman was a usurper, an unkind man, he was helping fuel a war, and somebody was contracted to put an end to him, quietly in his sleep without undue suffering.
That seems fairly reasonable. He's been a bad boy. He ought to be, elsewhere.
I mean, if this person didn't put an end to him, I'm sure somebody else would have.
Certainly. But you might want to check with the goddess first, because maybe the true purpose of this man is to not to die, but to help others die. Maybe the war is important and it needs to be continued. Very context dependent.
How would I do that? Would I just pray to Varasi? I mean, how likely is she to answer?
Very unlikely. Yes.
So really I'm just, stabbing in the dark, as it were.
I suppose. But if you open your heart to Varasi honestly and earnestly, you will know if you're doing the right thing.
I've been trying.
Do you feel like you've been doing the right thing, dear?
Well, I don't feel bad about anything.
Well, that's not quite the same. I once kicked a kitten, and I felt terrible about it, but it wasn't a right or wrong thing to do.
Oh, well, I don't really know how to...
Do you feel your actions have been righteous? Have they been done in the name of good?
The greater good, yes.
Oh, it sounds like we're wobbling on some precarious ground here.
Everything I have done has been to protect my family or protect a kingdom.
Then you've done the right thing, child. Do not fear murder. Only fear if you enjoy it.
What about if you take a certain amount of professional satisfaction in it?
That's fine. Yeah, it's professional satisfaction, totally different than enjoying. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any other questions? Lost one?
Could I get a religious symbol of Varasi?
Certainly! Oh, dearie me, I give these out so uncommonly. Hold on, I have them over here somewhere. Where did I put them? Oh, that's not them. Oh, that's not it. Oh, here they are. And she pulls out this small little, it's like a wooden V with a metal spike coming out of the top of it, attached to a small chain that you could wear around your neck, and it just kind of like hangs, but it's like it's a V with a spike, so like And it's wood and metal, so it's sort of heavy and it will hang fairly deeply on you.
Can be concealed in the bosom, then.
If the bosom is ample enough, yes.
Because I'm not going to be leaving that swinging around, because, you know, Sarah would have a fit.
Wee bit of a fit, yeah. Okay. She hands you a amulet of Varasi. Oh, and what did you say your name was?
I should probably not say, if it's all the same for you.
Well, why not? You can't hide anything from her. I'll just ask her when you're gone, and she'll give me the truth.
That would be fine. I just don't want others to over... I know it's...
Just whisper it in my ear.
I will whisper my name in her ear.
What'd you say?
Maya.
Come again.
Perhaps could Varasi whisper inside your head? I think that might work better than... I think you're a little deaf. Should we try the other ear? Maybe that will work better.
Maybe the other ear.
Maya.
Oh, lovely. Yes, yes. It was good to meet you, Haya.
You too, my lady. Thank you for your help.
Come again. Bring your friends.
Oh my god. If you're a mass murderer and you come in, she'll be like, oh, lovely. Pleased to meet you. Lovely. Sit down.
How many people did you say it killed? Oh, marvelous. You have been busy, haven't you?
Did you enjoy it? Or was it just, you know, professional? Oh, yeah, okay.
I just take a pride in my work, you know. Quality over quantity. I've been a mass murderer for 50 years, man and boy. Killed my first kitten when I was 10.
All right. So
no, not actually. Yeah, and then sort of like, yeah, so I will sort of leave the temple inconspicuously and just be like, oh, that was weird. Right, okay. And go back to the palace and just have a mimosa.
While this is happening, I need Sarah.
All right. You find Sarah.
Sarah.
Hello.
I need your help. Please follow me.
But is it a fertility-related problem? Because I told you before, I can't help with fertility or infertility issues. I have not specialized in it. You need to go to the temple and ask somebody who knows about these things. I appreciate your trust in me, but I really can't.
Sister, this is not a topic I wanted to talk to you about. I think it's interesting you bring it up, but everything is fine in this department. It works well.
Okay. Because we need an heir for the kingdom at some point, and I'd be really, really worried if that wasn't in the stars. No.
No. I'm still able to make children. I'm not that old. Fine.
Okay, what are we talking about then?
Come on. I need you to stand guard.
Where exactly?
And we're heading to Maya's room.
Okay. The two of you end up outside of Maya's room. The hallway's kind of quiet and empty. There's some, carpets running along the floor, some open windows at either end of the hall to give you some light, but it's still dingy and dark inside. And here you are.
Well,
what are we doing here?
Just wait outside. Give me a minute. And are you going to wait outside?
Oh, I'm standing outside.
Okay. So I'm gonna whisper Neal what I'm doing.
Please be careful of all the poison jewelry.
Oh, no, just stick your hand in. It's fine. I'm second in line. No worries there.
Dig in and rummage around and pull something out. It stabs me. Is that okay? Ow.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. No worries. Go to bed, bud. See you later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you're lucky.
In his room, he's just sleeping. It's all good. Have another mimosa.
You better not be fucking with my stuff.
there it is.
Where did you PM it to me?
In Roll20.
Ah.
I think everyone in chat might be able to see it. That's not important. They can
No.
see.
I am clever, and chat cannot see things whispered to the GM.
Oh, wow.
I am
Good,
very
okay.
clever.
Also, we're not on the dice rolling screen anyway, are we? Oh, no, we are. We are.
It's always there. Okay. Yes.
Good.
You can do this thing. No problem.
And I bundle it up and kind of hide it under my clothes, and I just come out. My belly is a bit bigger than before, and just saying, "Okay, we need to go to the city."
What did you get in there?
You will find out. Don't worry.
Do you sometimes team up with Maya to go to my room and take stuff out of there, or?
Let's tackle one point after the other, okay?
Well, okay. I mean, you after you.
Good. I'm gonna head into the city. I'm trying to find a shop that specializes in dresses, women's dresses.
Okay, you do find a shop that specializes in women's dresses right near the palace in the castle. Right next to the castle.
That's convenient. And I went slowly in, take a look left and take a look right, so that Maya isn't around. I mean, I have a perception of 7. She isn't around, even if she is. So, and then I'm gonna motion Sarah in.
Okay then.
Good day.
An elderly man walks forward and goes, welcome. Welcome to my dress shop. How may I help you?
Now, a relative of mine is getting married at some point soon.
Yes.
And I wanted to give her a little gift.
Of course, right.
She needs a wedding dress.
A wedding dress, I see.
Yes. I don't have her exact measurements, but I pull out one of Maya's dresses from below me. I have this. She fits in this. Can you make it so that it also fits her?
He nods. Lovely.
Good.
There's the matter of payment. What is your wedding dress budget? These things can easily exceed 20,000 copper. Easily.
I look at him and say, well, I have some things that might be of value to make it happen. And now, sister, and I start to speak in Eridonian, hoping that either he is able to speak it as well, or not. But I don't want to speak in Kuban. So, sister, I think it would be a good idea to and I suddenly lose my accent, like always. I just wanted to give her a gift, and I thought a wedding dress would be a really nice gift, wouldn't it be?
I think she would love one.
Oh. Good. Now, he sure wants to get paid. He said something about 20,000 copper pieces, which is, 200 gold? Was that what he was talking about? 20 gold? 200 gold? 200 gold, right?
200, yeah.
Yeah, Now, I have some of my clothes, which he might use to fashion it out of, or use as payment. And I also have, my book. I don't want to lose it, but if we need to, I would.
How much money do we have? Do we have any party money still left?
That's a good question. Let's take a look at the party sheet.
Yes. Well, in the party depot, we have 18,410. That's everything that's in the party pot.
Your party sheet has 0 money on it.
Oh, wait.
He has his own sheet, right?
You have your own collection of notes.
I'm gonna send it to you on Discord. I don't know why you don't have it. There it is.
Oh my, you have your own spreadsheet.
Yes.
Oh my. Okay, so you've got 18,000 copper on you?
Yeah, 18,410.
Yeah.
So we have some money left in our party pool. And I could sell one of my dresses, which is worth 250 gold. So,
Well, how expensive do you want the dress to be?
worthy of a princess?
Okay, and is my estimate as a princess, Neal, if this was my wedding and I was somebody who would actually be really interested in fashion and if I was a person who had a more, refined taste than Sarah does, how much would I estimate I'd want my wedding dress to cost?
I mean, 20,000 copper would get you a fine wedding dress. A very fine wedding dress.
Okay, I think we should aim for 30,000 copper. Because it needs to be a wedding dress people talk about, right? She needs to be the prettiest bride this country has ever seen. Like, we're not gonna get, trumped by other people here in Drakus, obviously. We need to have the prettiest bride that's ever been seen here.
Damn. Just for reference, 20,000 copper is about 17,800 euros. So we're talking expensive wedding dresses here.
Does Maya get any input in her wedding dress at all?
Apparently not.
Are you just gonna be like,
you're just getting one, and then you can haggle with people, sell it for more money, and then just buy your own one. That's...
I'm sure I can get it taken.
Actually, I mean, have you ever talked about if you were to go to a wedding, what you would want to wear? Because we went dress shopping before, the two of us, right? So I'd at least know what kind of taste she has in dresses, I take it. Because we
actually, yeah. If you
went and had dresses done twice together.
Yeah. So you probably know Maya's taste.
One before, like for myself. So I'd have a slight idea what a taste would be, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Classy, not trashy.
Yeah.
I turn around to the one to the shop owner and say, do you understand the Redonian?
Mm-hmm. He nods.
Good. Now, my sister is getting married, and she is of noble blood, and as such, this marriage would need to be kept a secret. That's very important for us, so that no one knows that. Well, she doesn't know that we are getting her a dress. I don't want anyone spreading the information before she has it. So I want you to stay quiet about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure the wedding will be announced anytime soon.
I see. Yes. Well, don't worry. I have worked with a great number of noble lords and ladies, and I can keep a secret. Nothing you say in this shop will ever be repeated outside of its walls. I can guarantee you that me and my assistants are professionals. We take a certain amount of professional satisfaction in our work.
Great. Well, I've never been married so far, and I don't know the tradition in Drakus, but what colors can a bride's outfit have? Is it only white? Is it any color?
Any color under the sun, my child. I particularly like the combination of red and purple. It tells of a regal person. The red shows you the virile blood of the bride, and the purple shows the regal notes of nobility. White dresses are so
runs
passé.
down Maya's back.
Well, my sister is a very fiery person. I think she loves the color red. I'm not so sure about purple, though.
How about this?
Are you?
I'm imagining a sort of sheer lacy fabric with an outer layer, maybe like a slightly darker inner layer, and the outer layer can be perhaps white, and then we'll kind of fade in the red near the right around here, and then fade it out right around the waist, so the middle torso sort of like goes from white bleeding into red, and then bleeding back into white again. And...
Yeah, you have the wrong impression about my sister.
Oh, yes.
Let me make it easy for you.
Of course.
Imagine a young, a beautiful woman.
Yes.
Determined in her way of life.
Yes.
With a smile that makes you weak and makes your heart pound. With eyes that look at you with love.
Uh-huh.
But
I think
also a woman, and I'd take a step closer to him, that would have no problem shanking you in a dark alleyway. Killing you, taking all of your possessions, and having a nice, good round of fun with it.
Hey now.
Right. Shanking you in the alleyway and taking all of your possessions and having a good time with it. It sounds like you're marrying a lovely woman. And don't worry, we'll keep it all on the down low.
Maybe a bit regal, but also not cold, but impressive.
It sounds like you're
murdery.
Sounds like you're deeply in love with her. I get it. Okay. So maybe black. I know it's not quite the normal wedding color, but you could do a maybe white that fades to
think
black.
That would be the second dress we order. Right now it's about the wedding.
What about a black slip underneath the white wedding dress, so we get the two-tone effect of a beautiful noble bride who at the same time is ready to share. Oh, it should be black and red underneath with white on top, but like lacy sheer white, so you can almost see the black and red underneath.
I look at Sarah and say, okay, are you able to follow him? I'm not. I'm lost.
Maybe Sarah should be the one who's describing this dress, because I have no fashion sense about any of these things.
It's also really difficult because it's a wedding dress that it needs to fit an assassin.
Right, yeah. But I feel like this is actually your area of professional expertise, so right. What would be good here, Sarah?
I think what would probably be good would be like a red corsage, right? So it's like the upper top is like a red corsage that has is trimmed, I guess you call it, with like black lace on the sides, and then the bottom part, which is the skirt, is like the front goes down in black and white lace, but the back is like cut open, so the back is just like red. We call it plissé, but it's like a large red skirt that opens up in the back, right? So it's kind of layered. It's like a red dress that has layered like a black rim here and like a layered black bottom part on top of the skirt. So it's not too colorful. It looks a little like it's like a baroque kind of, like a baroque kind of dress.
Yes.
Maya approves.
I guess that's the assistant speaking. That kind of.
Totally, I understand. I've understood every word you've said this
on. Black skirt that opens up in the back that is like layered upon a red skirt, so you can see the red in the back and on the top of the corsage, and the rest is black and trimmed with a little bit of white.
That sounds a lot more like my sister.
Gold trim.
Gold trim, maybe.
Gold trim as well. Okay, if you want. That's fine. You can also she can wear some golden jewelry as well. Maybe a ruby necklace or something nice.
Yes, yeah, I think my assistant has it. That sounds like what your sister bride needs.
Good. Now, maybe we can make a trade.
Ooh.
I have a couple of garments, exotic garments,
Yes?
Which I would like to sell anyway. And maybe we can come to some form of agreement. Maybe you might be interested in buying them.
Well, I don't typically deal in second-hand clothes. You see, we make the finest things here. We're not so much of a repurposing.
I only wore them about 1 or 2 times. One out of a couple of the 100 dresses I have.
This is awkward, good sir. We don't buy used dresses. If we did, many people would just wear them the once and move on. But that's not really...
I understand.
Copper, silver, gold, and platinum. Do you have your platinum visa with you?
I mean, I slowly pull out one of my clothing sets, which are worth like 250 gold pieces.
Oh my!
I mean, they're made of the finest materials with some gems laid on it, like princely garments. You know,
I'm surprised we've never crossed paths before. Wait, what did you say your name was, good sir? I believe I know all the men and women of supreme taste in Wicthron Marenta.
My name is Alcaros of High Castle.
Oh, Eridonian prince. I see. Lovely. Shame what's happened to your kingdom. My apologies.
It is not all lost. We might have scattered, but at some point, Eridonia will come back to its former glory. I still believe in it.
Certainly. You will be wonderful subjects of Drekis when the time comes. Anyway. Yes.
Well,
perhaps...
I hope Drekis is still standing and not burned to ashes by the dragon when this comes around. But let's not get into discussion.
Dragon? What dragon?
Goria, the red beast.
Oh, nonsense. She's up in the north, near Mystria, giving them a good whipping. Not a problem.
Is that the last information you got?
What do you mean?
I don't know the current status of the war. Is that the last status you have here in the city about the war?
Yes, our troops are doing quite well.
Good. Well, that's good to hear. I wasn't informed about the current situation.
Wait,
I take
do you know something? What do you mean?
I'm just like regretting that I didn't bring a mimosa to this shop. I'm just like,
what do you mean, dragon? There's something I should be aware of?
No. In Mystria, there's a dragon. That's all I know.
Right. Okay, lovely. So, we'll take this garment, and, we'll still need some liquid assets to procure everything, so,
Could I sell you 2 of those garments?
Give me a charisma check. He's not super excited about this, but he might be willing to part if you can roll well enough.
Come on, sister. Can you think with your...
what?
Dude, this is all on you, bud. This is you.
God.
I mean, if we go to a jewel, I can help you.
Oh, amazing.
Super charismatic.
Certainly. These 2 will be fine. There's a prince I have in mind that's getting married here in the capital. One of these might fit him with some adjustments. He was looking for something, exotic, and this is looks Akuban in design. He said he wanted something, as his words were, spicy. I'm not sure what the young men mean when they say spicy these days, but I assume it means edgy and, make the old people ruffle their feathers. This Akuban swill would definitely do that.
Is there any chance... Well, does it only cover the dress, or is there any? Would you like to give me money as well for the dresses?
Well,
I mean, there were 500 gold pieces. I'm just thinking out loud. That's just.
I mean, are they really? Who would pay 500 gold piece, 250 gold for an Akuban style outfit? You could maybe get a quarter of that if you were lucky. I mean, it certainly is high quality make, but Akuban stylings, I mean, really. Isn't it a little, you know, grim? Who would want to dress up as the bad guys on their, you know, holidays? Or for their parties? I guess if it's a costume party and you need to come as an idiot, this would work!
Yes. Good joke.
Lovely. Okay, well, that'll do then. Here, and he ruffles around and he'll give you, He pulls out 1 gold piece and hands it to you.
What a gentleman.
I'm sorry, I rolled the dice and they came up badly. I think that should square us away.
How hard are these gold pieces to bend? Because
Quite soft.
Hatred I have. I want to execute on this gold piece right now.
Just take it and bite on it, and you just bite half of it off. And
Yes, well,
Lovely. Don't worry.
No, thank you.
It'll come with shoes. Don't worry. You'll get your money's worth.
Oh yes, the shoes. And I put the shoes on top of the clothing. They're part of the package.
Right. Lovely. Well, it'll take us maybe 4 weeks to get everything ready. Maybe 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. Depends on, you know, things. Do check back.
Yes, I will in 2 weeks,
And,
hopefully.
I'm sorry, what did you say your name was again?
My name is Alcaros. I can write it in chat.
Alcaros.
Yes,
Lovely.
Alcaros. That's the name I used when we played our single episode, so.
Perfect.
Good, it's a pleasure doing business with you. And
pleasure doing business with me.
No, good sir, the pleasure is mine. Have a good day, my lord, my lady.
A wonderful day to you.
Yes.
and just as soon as we are out, I'm just gonna look at you and say, "What an asshole!"
Well, apparently Akubans don't have any fashion sense.
While you're doing that, would I have gotten back to the castle, by the way?
Totally, yeah.
Can I
made it
roll
back.
perception to see if I noticed anything up in my room?
I'm not able to be that stealthy, so I'm.
Yeah. Why don't you give me a perception check to notice if things have been disturbed? Oh my god, yeah. You come in and immediately like, I didn't leave my closet door open. Why is this shit? Wait a minute. Where is it?
I'll just, as we're walking back, I'll look at Bud and I'll say, if you don't want to get into trouble for this one, you should give me the dress.
I think it's still in the shop. He needs it to create the.
Oh, did he keep it for measurements?
Yeah.
Yeah, Maya's just going through everything she owns. It's like, okay, that's accounted for, that's accounted for, that's accounted for. Where did I leave my...
Do you have a good story? Because I would just blame the Drakisans.
Well, if she asks, you just direct her to me. It's fine.
But you will keep the secret, right? I want to do something good for her. Just once. You know?
I'm gonna go and ask the guards in the corridor if they saw anything.
No, ma'am. Nope. Nothing unusual.
Did anybody go into my room?
I haven't seen anyone, but I've been patrolling all the halls. No one unusual has been here. No one inappropriate. The castle's well locked down.
Okay, so who have you seen here? I need a list.
Of everyone in the castle?
Of the people who have been here within the last 2 hours.
He looks shiftily. Has there been a breach, ma'am?
someone has been into my bedroom and removed one of my garments. I have a suspicion as to who it might be, but...
Well, only the servants, the guards, and our guests are allowed in this wing of the castle. But any one of them would have access to your room. We didn't keep a guard in the hallway itself, unfortunately. It's many dozens of people that could be there.
Your servants, I mean, a dress is hard to... I mean, if I was a servant, I would totally take jewelry rather than a dress.
Nonsense! None of our servants would steal. They're all very loyal, well taken care of.
Excuse me.
Are you sure you didn't just misplace it? I misplace things all the time.
I never place... Excuse me. I inhaled some spit.
Right, okay. Let me call up the captain of the guard, and I'll inform him that there's been a robbery. We'll lock the castle down.
No, it's all right.
No, if there's been a theft, this is on the honor of the kingdom to correct. We can't have people willy-nilly stealing things. The whole castle ought to be locked down. We'll find the culprit, and we'll bring you with one of their ears. How about that?
I would prefer to punish the culprit myself, if that's all right.
Splendid, ma'am, splendid. And they hurry off, and soon there's some horns blowing, and by the time you guys are coming back to the castle, like, you know, the drawbridge's been lifted, and there's a guard on the outside being like, well, no one's allowed to leave, but you're all right, we'll lower the bridge, let them in. And then they raise the bridge again, and it becomes a bit of a problem. There are guards walking around, and servants' quarters are being tossed, and things are being looked through, and small disaster gets raised. Small disaster, sort of fine.
What happened? Did you get attacked? Did someone die?
Are you asking me?
No, the guard.
Yeah, okay.
Anyone who was just around us.
Been a robbery.
And you're shutting down the whole castle for it?
Absolutely.
What can rob the crown jewels?
No. One of our guests in the guest wing has apparently had her room broken into. We must find the culprit and find what they've stolen. Carry on.
Okay.
Okay.
Why is this yeah.
I'm gonna speak Akuban now.
If you look for Maya, by the way, she's in the dining room having a glass of wine.
He finds everything out. I really tried to be stealthy.
You just have really big hands?
A bit, maybe. Well, if she asks me, I'm gonna send it to you. That's the plan. Good.
Perfect.
She's never gonna ask me. She's never gonna suspect me doing that. We're safe.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to my room.
Do you pass the sort of communal dining bit? Oh, you two. Hello. How are you? Did you have a nice trip? Where have you been?
Hi, sister. How are you doing?
I put a hand on Bud's shoulder, and I'm just good. Very good. A little bit tired.
Okay. You two, wait.
What?
Why are you acting so suspicious?
The whole castle has been shut down.
Suspicious, but worried. Look, there has been a robbery. Did you hear that?
I lie for a living. I'm a professional liar.
You can't trust
two
anyone here.
Aren't even talented amateurs. Okay? You are the worst liars I have met in my life.
I have no idea what's going on.
I'm ashamed to be related to you. What did you do with my dress?
I have no idea what's going on. Ask Sarah, and I just go.
Are there still mimosas, Neal?
Oh yeah, there's mimosas all day here in Drekis.
I'm gonna grab 2 mimosas. I'm gonna sit down and put them in front of me. I'm gonna drink one, and I'm gonna say, okay.
I'm stood tapping my foot.
Okay, I guess an apology is in order.
Where is my dress?
I ripped it. So, you know how you got engaged last night?
Yeah.
And I was really happy for you, and I thought that was, it's great. I am genuinely happy for you. It's just you were always the prettier, more, admired person of the two of us, and I might have had a few mimosas too many, and I drink another mimosa this morning, and I might have tried on your dress, and it might have been one of your favorite ones, and I didn't even manage to close it because I'm too chubby to fit into it.
Sister, you're not chubby. Shut up.
I am. Look at me. I'm chubby. Okay, I mean, look at you. You're graceful and beautiful, and you're going to be a beautiful bride, and I'm going to be sitting here all by myself.
All right. Settle down. Okay, settle down.
I couldn't even get it to fit, but was trying to help. He was in the back, and he was pulling on the straps, and then it...
Well, that'll do it. That'll do it, won't it? Never, ever ask Bud to help with anything. So you ripped my dress. What did you do with it?
I brought it to the best tailor in town, and he said he'd repair it, but it's really busy because apparently there are lots of dresses being ordered for the royal wedding, yada yada, so it's gonna take a while, but he said he could fix it, and he's the best at it.
Oh, that's surprisingly sweet.
Thank
you, sister. I
just didn't want to ruin your day. I knew you had a really good night yesterday, and
you could have just told me about it, and that would have possibly helped with the not shutting the castle down. I was just too embarrassed afterwards. I came back and now everybody's in so much trouble, you know me. It's like everybody now, the castle's under shut. I'm kind of embarrassed because now technically it's all about me. I will give you. Sort of like she gives Sarah a hug, and she's like, "It's all right, sister. It's okay. Don't worry. Everything will be all right."
I'll grab the mimosa, and behind her back, I'm gonna have another sip. Try. I'm like, okay, all right.
Well,
right. Okay, I'm gonna go and I'll go and sort this out then.
I'm sorry. I should have.
You should have just told me. It's fine, but I don't like surprises. I very much do not like surprises. You know me, I tend to react violently to surprises, so please don't surprise me again. Just tell me. It's fine. It's just a dress. It's my favorite dress, but it's just a dress.
I'm sorry.
And thank you for getting it fixed. I appreciate it very much. I better go and talk to the guards now. I'll be back. And I'll hurry off and be like, okay, so we have...
Yes, ma'am? Don't worry, we've searched 10 servants' rooms, the ones that were in your quarters. We haven't found anything untoward there yet, but don't worry, we're moving on to the guards next.
Stop. They are innocent. It's fine. We have established what has occurred.
You found the culprit.
It was not a theft, it was an idiot.
Ah, I see.
My sister tried the dress on, ripped it, and took it to the dressmaker without telling me.
Ah, lovely. Good to know that our people here can still be trusted. Unfortunate
Indeed.
that we spent the morning accusing them of theft, though.
Would you allow me to... Would you convene the servants so I may... and the guards that were inconvenienced so I may apologize to them?
Of course. And they do so. And...
I'll just be like... Good people, I would like to extend my apologies to you for this morning's inconvenience. Massive inconvenience. I was under the impression that someone had robbed my room, and the guards are very thorough in their response to things going missing, apparently. I was not expecting quite such a thorough response, to be perfectly honest with you. Things in Akuban tend to be a little bit more laissez-faire, as it were. I would like to convey my heartfelt apologies for any suspicion that may have fallen upon you. Yes, the item has been located. It turned out that a member of my family ripped the garment by accident and then took it off to the dressmaker without telling me, which would have been good to know earlier and would have saved a lot of inconvenience. Again, my humblest apologies to you all. If there's anything I can do to make it up to you, please do let me know. That will be all.
There are bows and curtsies, and everyone's dismissed. And you have made a very good impression on the people of the castle by being so forthright and honest and going out of your way to apologize to servants who have been wronged. Not many nobles would do that. They have a much higher opinion of Maya than they did 10
Gotta
minutes
keep
ago.
it sweet. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maya's
So next time they steal something, they won't steal it from you.
Yeah.
Because you're
right.
so nice.
Servants have it, yeah, sort of like, look, it's good to have servants on side, okay? Then, nobody notices servants.
Lovely. Well, we're about at our breaking point here, so why don't we take our break, and when we come back, we will get into more trouble, undoubtedly. So, let's see you guys on the other side of our break. Bye-bye, everybody.